Hey there, Uchechi Kalu of Greenlight Financial Planning here, and happy end of June. I've been thinking a lot about transitions because the summer solstice was just a few days ago. And I've been thinking about how transitions sometimes are planned, sometimes they're unplanned, and of course, about the transitions that many of you come with when we start working together. Maybe it's that you're now earning more than you ever thought that you would, or you've accumulated more than you ever thought that you could. And sometimes it's that you're starting over, right? And you really want to start over with intention and with clarity and with support. And so it's had me thinking about someone I started working with in January. And when she came to me, she's the breadwinner of her family. And she said, it feels like my financial life is a dozen plates that I'm juggling and just hoping that one of them doesn't crash. And I've definitely heard that before. And maybe even you might connect with that in a way. And so before we started getting to work, we looked at our values, looked at our goals, and then created a clear plan going forward. And that included a tax-efficient equity compensation strategy, that included a viable retirement plan to retire in the next 15 to 20 years using low-cost investments. And of course, because she is the breadwinner, an adequate estate planning plan in case something happens to her, making sure that her family is protected. And so we met up a few days ago, actually just a few days before the summer solstice, and she said something that I was really surprised by. She said that, in addition to the clarity and peace of mind that she's gained through the process, the thing that stood out the most to her was a question that I had asked her. And this is also a question now that I ask you. And the question was this: what do you need your money to do for you in your life? And for her, when she really dug deep, it was that she needed her money to bring her more creativity in her life, because between working corporate and parenting and just the hubbub of the everyday, she felt like she was losing her spark. So something else that we added into the planning process was that we added a creativity fund that she contributes to every month. There's no questions asked what she does with it. She can do whatever she wants to do with it, as long as it's devoted to that need, her creativity. And so in the past 6 months, she's now learned to sew, which she's wanted to do for so long. She's taken more pottery classes, improv classes. I think she's salsa dancing now. And I just loved hearing this. I loved hearing this because this is planning at its best. We took where you are right now, decided where you wanted to go for peace of mind, and then created a blueprint for actually how to get there strategically. But we did not leave out the human component. We also explored what makes life really meaningful for you and built that into the planning. And so I'm just really proud of her. I'm just so proud of her. And if you're listening, I'm proud of you. And so I leave you with that question again. What do you need your money to do for you in this life? Is it that you need it to bring you more creativity as well? Maybe more fun, more play, more community, more rest, more peace of mind, more clarity, more generosity. And I think that this question is so incredibly important because, we've all grown up and been indoctrinated into the theology of the American dream, which essentially kind of homogenizes our desires into the house and the car and the 2.5 kids and the dog and the picket fence. And there's nothing wrong with any of those things. I have some of those things. It's just that I find that when we really explore what's important to us, what really makes a meaningful life, it tends to be things that are free or not that expensive, but they do take some planning. So this month, I'm going to leave you with a few other resources to help you on your planning journey, your multifaceted planning journey. The first thing is an article about SpaceX, the SpaceX IPO, and explaining what to do, what not to do, and what it has in common with Toy Story 5, the movie that just came out. Secondly, I'm going to share a resource from the Smithsonian about the history of women's financial independence in the United States. It's been released in honor of the 50th anniversary of the Equal Credit Opportunity Act and also the 250th anniversary of the US. Thirdly, a personal milestone, which is that in the past months, I was named as one of the Young Advisors to Watch 2026 by Financial Advisor magazine, which I'm incredibly proud of. And lastly, a few notes about my time in Morocco, which many of you have asked about. So, if you find this helpful, please share it with someone else that I can be a resource to. And if you have any questions yourself, you know where to find me.